Hello, friends. Welcome to Loa Coach Dee Dee. I am Dee Dee, and this is a weekly reading for the Master number 11. Whether you're LifePath 11 or one of your core numbers is 11, this reading may resonate with you. So we are using this mini deck by Biddy Tarot, which fits nicely in my limited camera angle here. So what's going on with our Master 11 friends for the week? This is for the week or thereabouts of May 13th, 2019, or thereabouts. So our situation, the Three of Wands. So that's, looking out at what you've put out there in the world here. That three energy, the start of the action. So you might have just started something new, and you're not quite sure yet where it's going. And in the challenge position, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So you may not be sure where this is going financially. So this might be a business or a career or a new job or something. Okay, what else do we have for Master 11 for the week of May 13th or thereabouts? Whenever you attract this reading to you, my 11 friends, it might very well have resonance with you. Okay, what else do we have here? Oops. Okay. Okay, the Lovers in reverse. So this might be a personal sort of business, something that you started maybe by yourself. And the short-term outcome, the Emperor in reverse. So that's that. I feel like you might be a little too rigid, not relaxed and open-minded about that, okay? The desired outcome, I feel like you don't want it to blow up on you, blow up in your face there. Subconsciously, the Page of Wands. Now that's good. Subconsciously, whether you realize it or not, you have a really good outlook for the start of this and the future and where it can go. All right. And in the advice position, the Judgment card. Okay, so the universe is advising you to use good judgment, and I think to leave your past negative thoughts behind, or leave your doubts behind. Okay, what else do we have here for the 11s? Okay, and in your external influence outside of this situation, you've been having some fears and some worries about this, which is obvious because your desired outcome is not having it blow up in your face, basically. Okay, I apologize. I paused for a moment there. A red-bellied woodpecker was literally calling me until I went and looked at it. I have a relationship like that with woodpeckers, so I felt that since I was doing this Master 11 reading, I ought to go take a look at it for one moment. And okay, what else for that? When I see a red-bellied woodpecker, I am in tremendous alignment. Okay, and hopes and fears, the Hermit in reverse. I think you're worried about seeing where this is going, getting into that alignment with this, where this is all going, maybe even getting, Oh, that's too many cards. Okay. And I think you're worried because you can't see where it's going. Okay. And there's a 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. It came up sideways. So when cards come up sideways, I always put them upright. The 9 of Wands. So the outcome is really positive, but it looks like it might be tough along the way if you don't follow the advice of the universe. So let's take an overall look at this. All right. I just gave you what comes to me immediately here. So, all right. It looks like you have started something new. You've put your boats out to sea here, so to speak. You know, you've started something new. The action has begun, but it's still new, and you're not sure where it's going, and you don't know in the long run if it is going to make any money for you or not. Okay, now it's funny because this is a Master 11 reading. My life path is 11. I have a whole bunch of 7s, so 7 really resonates with me often. But this, I don't know if you can hear that woodpecker, but it's just amazing. This reading is totally resonating with me. But and I feel like this is a very personal venture. You know, you brought you to this. You brought your authentic you to this new venture. Whatever it is that you have just begun or you are about to begin, you are bringing you, your authentic, true, personal self. You know, this is all about you. I feel like this is definitely a personal thing. It might be, this might be some sort of a spiritual sort of venture of yours, actually. And the challenge is making money at it. And you're very enthusiastic about it, because subconsciously you feel so good about it. You're really, really, this page of Wands here, you really feel good about it, the start of this, you feel like it can go somewhere. You just feel so creative and you feel so ambitious. You have such a good outlook. And you don't want it to blow up in your face, as I said before. You feel like, I don't know, maybe you feel like you've put yourself out there. You've put yourself personally out there. And, that's concerning. And I totally understand that. I can relate to this reading completely. And the short-term outcome, this is the Emperor in reverse, so I feel like in the short term, this isn't, I feel like you're unsure of it. You feel a lack of stability with this. You don't see where it's going. You don't, you're not reaping financial rewards from it yet. You don't see the long-term financial path. You don't know maybe how it's going to make you money. Okay, but this is just the short-term outcome. I don't know, maybe you feel like you lack the knowledge and the leadership or something. Maybe you feel a little bit like unsure of yourself, because the Emperor is a very powerful, authoritative figure, and I think you feel like you might not be an authority in this, whatever it is this new venture is. You don't feel like you're an authority on it, or you worry that you're not. But you know what? We all have those. You need to leave that behind. You need to leave that behind. And you'll also do not worry about the money. And, again, the Emperor in reverse, the Tower, the Lovers, you have a lot of the Hermit in reverse. the major arcana here. I mean, you've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I miss any cards with the major arcana here? So you really brought yourself to this, like big time. You are really worried about this blowing up in your face, and I feel like you might be worried about what others think. The Emperor in reverse, yes, okay. Not the short-term outcome is not what you want it to be, but it's not awful or anything. It's just, you just feel unstable. You don't feel like an authority figure maybe in this realm, but that's natural. Now, the advice from the universe, judgment. So when I see judgment, of course, use good judgment. Definitely. It could be literally use good judgment, but I also feel like the universe is telling you, you're off to a brand new start here. You've got a brand new opportunity. Leave the past behind. Come to terms with the past, your old doubts and fears. Leave that worry about it blowing up in your face behind. Leave the past behind and look forward. It's a new day. It's a new day. And, right above that, your external influence here is getting over the worries and the fear about this. You know what I mean? Get over it. It's right above the Judgment card, which is telling you to leave all of that behind. So it makes sense that you might have some doubts, fears, insecurities. Of course, we all feel insecure when we start new ventures, and we sometimes feel like a fraud, like we're not up to it. And I think this, for some of you, this really is a somewhat of an esoteric or spiritual venture that you're undertaking here. And I feel like you worry that you maybe don't have the wisdom for it, you don't have the insight for it, and you don't know where it's going. And I think because of the doubts and fears that you do have surrounding it, that's why the 9 of Wands, yes, you're going to get all the wands. You are, this is going to be a really satisfying creative venture for you. But you look a little beat up over the course of it because of the worries and fears and insecurities that you have. So I really feel that if you can follow the advice of the universe and focus on the new day, like you're leaving the past behind, no more judgment on you. Just use your good judgment for the future and look forward to the future and the dawning of that new day and that new acceptance here. Leaving all that old stuff behind. If you can do that, I feel like you'll have these wands without looking like, oh, yeah, you were a little beaten up during the process, during the journey. So, I think it's all good here, 11s. I think it's all about leaving the fear of judgment behind and the fear of not being up to the task and things blowing up in your face and not having the wisdom, leaving that behind. You want to focus positively on the future here. Maybe can we get one more? Let's get one more card for the outcome. Can we get another card for the outcome here for Master 11s for the week? We got it. For the week. That's very sweet. The 6 of Cups. Okay, it's often about, childhood memories and past memories. And I think that when you can get all through this is, and also sharing. I just got sharing. So I feel like when the outcome when you go through this journey and you get to the outcome, as long as you can leave your past insecurities behind, you will have, fond memories of the past, but you'll also be sharing this journey with others. You'll also be sharing this with others and even people from your past, and you won't have to worry about being judged by them. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting sharing. Whatever it is you're working on, I do feel like it is spiritual, and you will be sharing it with others, and it will be successful, and it will be happy, and it will be joyful. This is a very sweet, loving, joyful card. That's what I get from this card. That's what I'm getting right now. Sharing and sweetness and joy. So, my 11 friends, I hope that you can leave all judgment against yourself behind, not worry about judgment from others, and realize that you're not getting judged by the universe either. Okay? Leave all that past junk behind you. Focus on the positive. Look forward to this new venture that you've just begun, and have a beautiful, beautiful week, my 11 friends.